after the call for it start multiplying on you.
No, I got it before before the call started. I came back.
Did you take it?
I didn't get a chance to just yet.
Well, why are you sitting here talking to us?
You told me to do something, so I was,
Well, go and take it and come back.
Yes, sir.
We don't need notes that bad.
Yes, sir.
Call for it start multiplying. Go ahead.
No, I
All right, she's gonna take her medicine, whatever that may be. I'm gonna take her medicine. All right, so I think it's 17 of you now in the micro businesses as of yesterday. Yes, 17 of you. Arshia can't wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit, just a little bit, for Otis to give a little insight to us, and for Dolores when our superstar come back. I'm gonna have her text Dolores, make sure Dolores is here, or I can text her right now. Is everybody having a good morning?
Oh yeah.
Good morning.
Well,
Yes,
Arshia,
sir.
you always
Absolutely.
Absolutely. A great day.
good.
Yes, sir.
Arshia, you always happy. You don't count. You always happy. Yeah, you been blessed with happiness. Yeah, she's got the Lord's heart, so she don't count. We talking about the rest of us normal people, Arshia, not you super saiyans. Yeah, us normal people. Let's see. All right, so I got most of y'all. I'm working on you folk that just came up yesterday. Should be a great day. Should be fantastic. And you can't see it, but you hear that, Renee? That's your computer next to me out there. I keep. It's going out today. God dog it. It's going out.
I'm doing the triple backflip as we speak, Antonio.
Yeah. This is a big old box. I can't lift it up with one hand.
Of course you can. You've got guns.
Well, true, but it's actually a big computer. But yes.
Oh, okay.
It's a big computer in a box. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you. Right,
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Yeah, girl.
My office has been born.
This is what happens when you put me in charge of administrative stuff. It takes too long. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I appreciate it, Antonio. You rock.
Yes, a few things that you're going to need.
Hey, Bishop.
Yes, sir.
All things are perfect. So she got it. She's going to get it in the timing that she needed.
Got you.
All things are perfect.
Got you. Josephus, I had a question for you and your dad, or I know it's father and son. I'm not sure if you was father and son, or whoever. How technical are you, Josephus? You was the only real question I had. How technically advanced are you?
Well, you talking about? Well, I'm the son.
Okay, so then, all right. So wait, I wouldn't dare give. I was trying to figure out if it was your son or if he was, but I got you. Yeah, I wouldn't dare give a boomer too much technical stuff. All right, good. But you okay with the technical stuff? Good. All right, then that's the question I had because I wasn't sure if it was 40-year-old and 18-year-old son or 70-year-old and 40-year-old son. I wasn't sure which rotation they went, Jerome. I was trying to figure out what was happening. Good, outstanding. All right then, got y'all for sure. All right then, and Frida.
Good morning.
Your level of commitment is what? You were my second question. Is it the same Frida that show up every day, ready to die for it?
100%, sir. 100%.
All right.
It's my level of commitment.
I gotcha. So when I started signing out these thingies, micro businesses, y'all can also take notes for yourselves. As a matter of fact, I already know what Arshia is gonna do. This is what Arshia is gonna do. I told y'all earlier this year, Arshia ain't playing with y'all. I did, and y'all didn't listen to me. I told Grace. I said, Grace, now I told you everything to do with your high-end ticket stuff. This will ask Grace when she come back. I said, Grace do this, do this, do this, do this for solar. And the next day, Arshia was dropping a journal and a handbook and all sorts of stuff. And I said, see, Grace, see. So I know when I give out all y'all these micro businesses, it might be 14 a day out of the 17. I know Arshia gonna write every last one of them down. You understand? She gonna write every one of them down. And they're gonna become streams of income for her. Y'all hear me? So I know if anybody else gonna do something, it's gonna be Arshia for sure. And then we'll wait for Dolores just for a little bit more. And if not, then I will just take a slap tap break and do some Neotech with Otis. Let me see. Yes, ma'am, I am.
He did, y'all. I heard what you said.
Yes. There you go. You taking the water. That medicine must have been nasty. You're taking.
Well, yeah, it's gel cap, so it's okay.
Oh, okay, cool then. Cool. All righty. Well, Grace, let's start assigning our auto businesses. Let's start assigning our micro businesses right now. Okay. Already. Anton was easy. Anton has a credit repair company. Y'all congratulate him, please. His was easy.
Woo! Congratulations.
All right.
Little Antoine.
Congrats.
Yes. Antoine. Antoine has a credit repair company. Wasn't too hard. The reason I gave him
the notes or no?
No, put it in the
Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah. You can put it in the notes and yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Can you
Yeah,
please
so
notes that way I can assign, I can put them on the document later.
Yes, ma'am. Sure will.
do what the woman said. Do what the woman said. You understand? Okay, please do what she said before I get in trouble. The reason I picked him to have a credit repair company is because he is a man of influence and affluence or affluence. You know what those two words mean? Influence, you got. He's a man of prestige and he knows a bunch of Janices, Josephuses. You understand? And he has access to these people. And these kind of people will not Janice done, but the rest of these people would need to make major purchases.
Those people that bought those micro businesses from you yesterday, them Antoine people.
Right there, right? And they'll need their credit repaired, but not just repaired. Once you get your credit to Adonia's level, she on the call? She always on the call. Once you get your credit to Adonia's level, then you can leverage your credit for hundreds of thousands of dollars. You got me? You leverage your personal credit for $100,000. Then you do your DMB, your SAM's number, that's business side, and then you leverage your personal credit. You have that personal credit score because the first couple of maybe one or two of your business credit or business lines of credit, you're gonna have to do a PG. That means personal guarantee. So once you have that, you would be able then to leverage your business credit for $500,000 or more. I just dropped mad game that fast. Do I need to repeat that? Okay. She had said, okay.
Yes, sir. Please repeat.
I got you. Credit, I'll repeat more detail this time. Credit, like cash, is useless unless you're using it. I had Grace give me a report yesterday of her and Ken's meeting so I can help. And yes, credit repairs as Antoine. So I can help. And I watched a 55-year-old lady who already has a home be worried about her average credit score being affected when you should be done with all your major purchases at that time. And yeah, I play the game wrong. Don't play the game as a consumer. So here's your repeat in good details. Playing the game as a business producer, you get your credit to a certain score. It doesn't matter what it is right now. I won't go in details, but let's just say 720. And then you leverage your personal credit score to $100,000 in credit cards. And then thou does not use it, these credit cards, Arshia. I taught a whole week on that, Jerome. I showed the pictures, I had the green colors and all that stuff.
You did.
I showed it.
You said 10%. That's
10%. And then you go get your SAM's number, your DMB number, all that stuff. That's business side. And what you do is you start to leverage your business for $500,000 of credit. Now this credit line, credit trade lines, credit lines. I'll explain the difference. Here in a second. You leverage your credit for that moving forward. What does that look like? Well, realistically, since you don't have credit, since you don't have business credit right now, even though it's arguably illegal for them to take your social security number on the business credit side, they're probably going to make you do your first 2 lines of credit on the business side with your social security number. They call it a PG or a personal guarantee. So you're going to take your Adonia credit score that's on your personal side. You're going to apply for a business line, which I'll explain here in a second, on that side. And you're going to use your personal credit to guarantee the $250,000, $500,000 line of credit. In practical theory, common practical theory, things that have already been done and used, you, sir, you, ma'am, are going to, every company you have should have a $250,000 line of credit attached to it on the business side. There you go. There's my repeat. Antoine is going to have the credit repair company. Why? Because it just makes sense for him, like it makes sense for Tyrell. 2 distinguished men, 2 distinguished gentlemen that are well connected. Makes sense. Everybody okay with that? Outstanding. Let's see. I'm gonna skip Adonia right now. She's next on my list. I'm gonna skip her for a second. I know she's mad. I'm skipping her. Like, oh my God, no. Is Adrian here?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm checking. Oh, yes, she is.
Okay.
All right then. Okay. So I'm going to go to Adrian now. Adrian's company is going to be a tad bit different. Because I've tied Adrian's microbusiness into Adrian's career. This makes sense to you? So instead of her doing one thing, I have her doing one thing that is in alignment with her main thing. Adonia's almost the same. Well, we'll leave Adonia out right now. Adrian's microbusiness is actually a webinar company that has a big conference tied into it. That's Adrian's. A webinar company that has a big conference tied to it.
Woo!
Yes. Yeah, I clap for Adrian. Now by webinar, I mean a little speaking thing over and over and over. Every speaking platform as well. Okay. It doesn't have to be, this is the longest call I've been. Just play. Because you waiting on your name to be called. Reason why. What we're going to do with Adrian is y'all ready for this? We're going to build Adrian a massive audience of speakers. I did Adrian this way for a couple of reasons. One, so she can always stay connected with Phil and Susan, because her micro business will be very compatible with Phil and Susan's humor consultant. See that slick stuff I did? See, real slick. But when Adrian has a 10,000 person audience that are in the speaker field, how close or how closer do you see Adrian's company, Adrian's self, with the humor consultants? Right? And I'm not going to have to tell Adrian to get motivated for this, because she already loves this. It's too easy. It's too easy. Adrian's company is going to, I won't tell you about the inner details. I'm just going to tell you how it ends. It's going to end every year with a big conference. So we're going to march her into a literal 10,000 people. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to show her how to get there. Her company is going to end with 10,000 people. At least my responsibility of it is going to end with 10,000 people. She can go higher if she wants to. Mine is going to end with 10,000 people. She's going to use the current podcast she's on. You see it. And she's going to start her own podcast, but don't worry about that. Real easy. She won't have to work for it. And it's going to end with a major conference in which people are paying Adrian to have access to her conference and her audience. You're welcome. Okay, yeah, clap for Adrian.
Thank you very much. I like that.
No doubt. I kept it right in your speaker stuff.
Congratulations, Adrian. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Absolutely. I remember when I told y'all, so now you can see I've been working on this for weeks. This is why I told you I just move out my way and let me work on it, because they have some detail behind it. Right? They have some detail behind it. So good to go. Good stuff. Good to go. So right now we have Antoine has a credit repair company. Adrian has I'm calling it a webinar speaking company. Don't think of webinars the way you understand it. Just think of webinar as seminars on the web. That's all I really care about, right? Seminars on the web. That's it. So she's going to do a bunch of mini seminars on the web. She's going to be Les Brownisha, or Leslie Brown. Oh, I think his name is Leslie Brown, to be honest with you. So never mind. It's going to do that. She's going to be the female version of that. And it ties directly into her career. And she is always stopping us saying, but wait a minute, Phil and Susan are the reason I'm here. And so I tied that in too. And there you go. Bam. That's just going to be absolutely. Adrian's going to have the next TED Talk conference. That's right. Adrian's going to have 3 levels of people paying for her to get in. Technically, it won't be actually paying. It is going to be, here's this audience. What level of this audience would you like to access? And then you can help us. You can be a sponsor so we can buy bananas and stuff. And each sponsorship gets you on this level. That's all it really is. For the podcaster, another place to distribute after connecting with Red Circle is there. All right, there you go. So I have no idea what that is, but Melissa's pretty smart. And she's already doing it. There you go. Yes, when I tell you how to do a podcast, it will be on Red Circle. You're more than welcome to move it. But one of y'all businesses, I have y'all. Well, let's get to it. All righty. We ready? Adonia, could you do me a favor and unmute your mic? Yeah, no, she's in the bathtub, in a bubble bath.
I'm actually out of the tub. Mind your business.
Tell us about
My camera ready for sure.
No, I got you. I completely understand. It's 6:21 in the morning over there, y'all. She tell us, Adonia, about your business. And I don't mean, hold on. Don't give me the humble version. You just retired and left the job, and now you're doing this for whom and to whom? We ready.
All right, I have two lanes. Where I think the money is the corporations. I would like to go into the corporations and help them with their employee engagement and with their whole hiring process, because we're not doing well these times where people don't want to work, or because of COVID, there's a whole different in mindset, whatever. So anyway, I'm looking at that lane, and that lane is going to primarily and I do that because that's where I will be getting paid. You know, I think that's where some of the more of the money will come from, and it's really working with the emerging leaders. We have to get people to stop bossing people around and actually help these individuals that they hire want to be there and grow and be able to learn and see themselves in careers where they can move forward and grow and move out of there. The other lane is personal development. So I'll be doing consulting and coaching. My avatar or my person are females similar to me that were broken, and they know there's more life left in their souls and their bodies, but they're afraid, they're fear. We get old, blah, 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 and gonna walk them through what I had to walk through to feel pretty comfortable in my skin right now.
Right. You got Shelly saying, preach, man, preach. So good job. Y'all clap for that. Y'all clap for that. Let me tell y'all something about you. You women getting older, y'all fine as hell. You understand? Ask Miss Brenda. You get older and get finer. You hear me? That's the way. Ask Janice. She'll tell you. She would tell you. All right, that's what it is. Anyway, I just want to go ahead and just throw that out there for sure. Throw it out there. Okay, I've done you quite different. He's gonna be so mad at me.
I'm asking like your parents did. What you done? What you done?
Let me just put it out there now. I don't like you.
Yep, that's about right.
I don't like you, but I'm just gonna have to do it. I'm gonna pray about it. I'm gonna probably cuss a little bit, and then I'm just gonna keep it rolling.
That's about right. She has the only micro business that's not really a micro business. It's not. Here's what happened. I had to think long and hard about Adonia. And I kept saying, well, I could do this, but that's not really going to work. And I said, I do this, but she's going to be like, she's going to fizzle out of that. And I kept saying, okay. So the only real way, and on my list, I got Adonia and Adrian back to back, because these were the two people that not only deserve their greatness, but they are women who are about to be on the level of Lisa Nichols. Not Lisa Nichols, because they don't need to be like nobody else but themselves, but on that level. And luckily for me, there are two different sides of the planet. There are two levels they're going to. I knew she wanted to do HR. So Adonia has her own podcast. Although I do have a quick question real quick. Actually, nope, I'm just going to make you do it anyway, so don't worry about it. All right, so this is what's going to happen. The first thing I got on my list is Adonia. Her company is actually a multimedia company. That's her company. It's not really a micro business. It's not. She won't need any employees, but it's not really a micro business. It is a full-on, I'm fit to lead this job in a year and a half business. Okay, it's a full-on business. So it's a micro business.
Okay, you got my attention.
Okay,
keep talking.
Good. So what? So I'm going to show y'all Adonia. Actually, Grace, if you don't mind, if you can, here is the end goal for Adonia. Grace, if you can put, I'm going to send it to you in private message. And then, well, let me send it to you line because I can't find your name on here. Let's see. Anyone, doesn't matter, Grace, doesn't matter. Just look in the lineup real quick. And while we doing that, I didn't know my friend Monica, and you mentioned it too, zero latency. I didn't know that you was going to do the zero latency. And if when you mentioned that, had I really not had I had my coffee that morning, I would have told you zero latency is a big deal. That's a big deal.
Oh, you know it.
Yes, I know. I am building the metaverse. How would I not know a VR company?
That's true. That's true.
And I'm a gamer. Yes, yes. And they stay in the MGM Grand all the time.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna have to go next week.
Right there. There you go.
I'm being trained at the original one in the US. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And what's your title?
I'm going to be their senior sales and business development manager. So I'm going to be working on their expansion on their facilities in North America.
Man, this is a great connection.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need that.
Okay,
sure.
all of North America, all of North America.
All of North America. I want to need that. As soon as I buy this virtual reality company I'm buying, we gonna talk.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we gonna talk. Okay, y'all clap.
We can all go. There's one in Houston. So when I
Mm-hmm.
come back in town, maybe we can all go as a group and check it out. The one in Houston.
Okay, there you go. All right then. I'll definitely want to go. Yeah, zero latency is a big deal. I don't even know how you got hooked up with them. It must have been.
You know what? I was thinking about it and I was like, dang, I was so bummed about the F-45 stuff, but I was like, I think that was just a level up job, I guess. I don't know.
Zero
it was
latency
just a temporary,
way bigger deal than the F-45.
Yeah.
Yeah, way bigger deal. And that's basically zero latency says something in itself. It says no lag, basically. That's basically, okay, it says no lag. But outside of that, zero latency is a VR company that is literally sitting in the middle of MGM Grand for sure. But it is poised to take over. They're already fantastic. I have no idea why Facebook hasn't bought them yet. That's maybe they've tried and haven't.
Yeah, it's free roam. It's free roam virtual reality. So you're like in the video game, but you're actually able to roam around and follow the game as it's going. It reminds me of that show you had us watch years ago, Black Window or Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
Yeah, it reminds me of that because that's kind of what the experience feels like. But
absolutely.
Yeah, they're having meetings right now with Warner Brothers to try to do some of the cartoon characters in the they're having big meetings right now.
Yeah, that's a big deal company. I had no idea until I saw it on LinkedIn yesterday. Big deal company. That's way better than F-45.
Yeah.
It's not even close. They're not even compared to F-45. F-45 is a small business. No offense to them. But we're talking about where the future is going and the artificial intelligence and immersive reality and then augmented reality. 10 years from now, man, you might be the CEO. You might be the CEO.
Hey, we'll see.
And you might meet your wife over there. See what I'm saying?
You never know.
See?
You never know.
She probably got on goggles right now. All right, good stuff. Good stuff.
I got a comment on that.
Yeah.
One thing where I worked in robotics, and that is something we struggled with was latency.
Yep.
And just to achieve zero latency, I think and I know that's the name of the company, but if you could achieve that, I think that is incredible.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And they are a very big deal. Very big deal. And when she mentioned it, I guess I wasn't paying attention that day like I should have been.
I was surprised too, because I was like, God, he usually knows all these businesses. I'm surprised he didn't know it.
Yeah,
I thought about that too.
I didn't have my coffee or something that morning because you said it. I think my mind was on money or so. I have no idea. Whatever it was, I was slipping that day. But for sure, that's a huge deal. And
I'm in early too. I'm actually, what's interesting is, so they're based out of Australia. They're in 26 countries, but I'm the only salesperson right now in the US, or I will be the only salesperson in the whole US, whole North America right now. So I'm in really early, which is great for the US.
Yeah, that's a huge deal. I'm selfishly excited about it because I have every intentions on me and you leveraging already what we're doing to become something with them. I don't know about partners, but I mean, maybe I'll try to buy them or something. They buy something that I'm doing over here. I have no idea, but whatever it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can make the next video game.
I can make the next video game. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So zero latency is a very big deal. And I will show you because somebody asked in private chat, what is zero latency? I'm at all the Microsoft thingies and all that stuff like that. Anyway, there's a game called Far Cry. It's one of the greatest games out there. You'll see.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Anyway, that's zero latency. Basically, if you ever seen Ready Player One or read the book, they are duplicating some of the things from Ready Player One to where it's indistinguishable from reality and virtual reality. So there you go. Good job, Monica. Good job. Just wanted to.
Thanks.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, yeah, I done played all the Far Cries for sure. Yeah, I done played all of them. I'm a big gamer. All right, let's see. Back to Adonia. Oh, I'm sorry, Grace, you got that pulled up for me?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and pull it up so she can, that's why this is.
Thank you. San Diego, how are we? It is so nice to be here. It is nice to be back on stage, and it's nice to see human beings in real life. Thank you so much for the warm welcome.
You can start right there, Grace.
There's so.
You can start right there. If you don't know who Gary Vee is, shame on you. But basically, her micro business is Vayner Media.
Woo!
Yes. Her micro
Really?
business. Yes. Really. I do, and I'm putting your fine self on camera too, so you're gonna be real bad. Yeah. Yes. Here's why. So basically, her stuff has a lot of moving pieces. It has a podcast. It has the HR. She's going to drop the HR both on podcast and stage. Just one podcast. She's not going to split the podcast up. I thought long and hard about it. She's not going to have two podcasts. She's going to put them both on one podcast. You put both on one podcast. She's going to do her Gary Venus. She's going to do her HR, and she's going to do her podcast all on one thing. Plus, we've already built a big chunk of the personal influence side. Personal development side. She already know what I'm talking about. She got the emails and the whole script. Yes or no, you? Yes, you are blessed and highly favored. Super blessed and highly
Absolutely.
Favored. All right.
I'm afraid. I think that podcast, that's how much good stuff I had stuff before because I did have some connection to a couple other PLRs, although .me is the bomb and then some. I'm good now. I'm really good now.
Good. Yeah, that does make some sense there. That's what she just said. Fear goes away when you have enough research, when you have enough script, or a leader who can make sure you have the research and the script, fear goes away at that point, y'all. It really does. It really does. And that's a good point. The goal here is to build VaynerMedia for Adonia. I'm going to tell you why. Adonia she's getting ready. It's her goals. It's not mine, but she's getting ready to travel the world and only do keynotes. And what I want Adonia to do is be known for, I don't know which one's going to take off, or it's going to be a blend of both. I believe it's going to be a blend of both. But what Gary Vee does to marketing, I want Adonia to do to HR.
Wow.
So good. If you don't know Gary Vee, you don't get that reference. But if you do, that's a hell of a reference. Yes. And a hell of a reference. It does make sense. And of course, HR is going to be dealing with a lot of people who suffer with self-esteem and need personal development. And those HR directors and employees are going to have self-esteem issues and personal development issues. And it's just a match made in heaven. And now Adonia is going to be doing tons of content. And she's the only micro business outside of Phil and Susan that I have to fly out to Adonia and give her a bit of a head start by showing her how to do this media company. So Adonia, you're going to eventually need 3 things. Write these things down. You're going to need a writer. No problem. You got access to Ibrahim. No problem at all. And then you're going to need, you don't have to use Ibrahim, but just know you got access to Ibrahim. Then you're going to need someone who does graphics. You're going to need a video editor. And you're going to need somebody to shoot video. Not now. That's irrelevant right now. That's why I said her business is not necessarily a micro business, because nobody else needs that. But it ties into a dream. I forgot to mention this too. I forgot to mention y'all overhead. Antoine's overhead should be about let's say $200 a month. And then Adonia's overhead is going to be 0, genuinely. Maybe now let's say some software so Adonia's overhead is going to be no monthly overhead. She won't have any monthly overhead because we're just going to buy the one-time purchases things. No problem. Grace, she's going to need hero post. What I don't want to say twos out loud. She's going to need some stuff.
I already did hero post because I listened to you.
Okay,
and
good.
Most of my expenses definitely going to be software or the platform.
Right. Okay, good.
Hero post and I think that was her with the CRM.
Okay. The Pipeline Pro. Okay, because I got some slick stuff for it, but I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it yet. But it's gonna be real easy for her. It's not gonna be a problem at all. Not gonna be a problem at all. But let's just say her overhead is gonna be $100 a month. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Does Adrian have any overhead?
Adrian has no overhead. Yeah, if it's gonna be overhead, it'll be $50 a month. Yeah. Remember.
What about Frida?
I haven't got to you yet. It's just slick self. Yeah. Yeah, the whole point of a micro business has the low overhead and no employees. Well, Antonio's version of a micro business. Antonio's version. I didn't make Adonia a true micro business only because Adonia wants something different. And like Adrian, it didn't make sense to have them doing threading and needling when they're launching their speaking careers. I could just tie that into what they're already doing. Adrian and Adonia are 2 very different cases. There's no reason to think anybody else is going to happen that way. Cool. Outstanding. Next on my list, I have a different list than. Okay, there you go. Let's go with. Nope. Skip that one. No, skip that one. Gonna skip that one. Gonna skip that one. Gonna skip. Did I do? I feel like I did. Oh, no. I did not. Let's do Miss Brenda. There we go. I did do Miss Brenda, but it was something else. Okay, there you go. It was something else. All right, let's do Miss Brenda. Easy peasy. Let's see. I'm looking at my list to assign, and we're going to actually let me skip her for right now. I'm going to skip you real quick, Miss Brenda. I'm going to skip you real quick. We're going to come back to you in a second. I'm going to come back to you. Arshia, she's been waiting this whole time. Arshia, been waiting this whole time. Easy. Zero overhead. I mean, no, not zero overhead. Zero employees. And let me see. I'll give you your overhead right now. Give me a second. Just waiting on this to pull up. And what she has is, oh, wait a minute. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know how to do this. Grace, what's 60 times 12? I forgot. What's 12 times 6?
72.
84? 72, that's right. All right. 72. All right. Overhead's gonna be about $720 a year. That's $60 a month. That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
How much is it?
$60 a month, $720 a year. I would do it by year, is what I would do, me personally. I would do it by year. Guess what she is going to do? Hopefully she's wise enough to work with Adonia and say, hey, I'll do this for you. Because she has a transcribing company.
All right.
Yeah.
Hired Arshia. I'm
Exactly.
Trying to bring my school skills back. Okay, I'm here for it.
But see, here's the deal. You ain't gotta do all that. There's software for that, so it's all good. But what you will have to do is when the software takes my Southern dialect and say something else, you will have to edit and then put in paragraph form. But you need no employees. What Arshia is going to do, her company is going to transcribe all y'all videos. And should Janice want to talk about a subject for 3 days, sounds like Janice has a whole book. That's what Arshia is going to do. She is going to be the transcription book writing service for all entrepreneurs who are on Facebook or anything doing videos or audios. Congratulations. See?
Yeah, you're hired.
Yeah.
See that? See it? See it? That's good and you know it. That's good and you know it.
I'm gonna listen to everybody else's business. I'm not gonna go research. I'm gonna stay.
Okay. Yeah, she ready. Now that I got my business, I need to hear them go. That's how I used to be at the network marketing seminars, Grace. The first day, as soon as y'all done told me where the hell we going, I'm ready. We get these other 2 days. You know, that's why they wait till the last day. I'm ready. So on the last day, they tell us at 10 in the morning, and the thing click in at 5. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Y'all done told me we're in Pennsylvania. I'm about to drive to Pennsylvania. I couldn't fly there, Grace. I couldn't afford to fly. You know, so I'm about to drive to Pennsylvania right now. I get in this Jeep and I drive. I had a Jeep Patriot. And I literally drove to Pennsylvania. I'm not playing. I really did. I really did. I sure did. I didn't even know how to get there. It was 2010. I ain't had no GPS. I wouldn't that rich. I had a cricket phone. I took I-10 all the way, and I took down was I-95 up until I hit Pennsylvania, and the other one was Towson, Maryland. There you go. I sure did. I just knew I went 17 hours out the way, but I got there. You understand? I got there. God dog it. I got there. Anyway, there you go. Arshia, that is a fantastic business. Everybody here, every square in front of you needs that service. genuinely, here's what I can do with our shit. I can genuinely go to my podcast, which has almost 1,000 episodes, pick 10 episodes that have the same theme, send them to Arshia, have her give them back to me in transcription, and that is a book. Or maybe I don't want a book. Maybe I just like making sure I got great show notes. So what Arshia does is if you have a podcast, then you start a podcasting website. And every one of y'all ever seen it before? Every one of the big podcasts have the transcription word for word of the podcast you can follow on the website.
And sometimes on the audio books on YouTube, they have the transcription with the number. You can just click on the number and go straight to whatever you want to go to.
See what I'm saying? See?
Here's something that ties this in. To be on Amazon's podcast on their TV, you have to have your podcast true transcribed. If you do YouTube transcription, they will reject your podcast.
Boom. Because there's a I think it's like SRT is what it's called. You download it, you turn to an SRT file if that's what it is, and then you upload that. So here's the deal: you upload that to when I do my Final Cut Pro. There's a whole section where I can put in the subtitles and just upload that. Easy. This is why I told you I stay out of my way, because there's no way Arshia would have said transcription company. There's no way. And if I'd have said, you know what I want you to do? What I want you to do is I want you to write 1,000 words a day. First of all, this is exactly why I was like, stay out my way. Stay out my way. She needs no
would this work on copy? Like, you know how they have the good copy and the ads and stuff like that for the videos?
Yes, it will, but what you'll need to do is find the right person that talks well, like myself, or in this platform I don't necessarily do, but whenever you see one of my real videos, that is hook, story, pitch at its finest. At its finest. This platform is more conversational. At its finest. My stuff is well thought out. It's 9 minutes on purpose. It's 4 minutes on purpose. It's exactly like September 9th when y'all see the Ascension Conference. All of that is on purpose. All of that is on purpose. All of it is succinct and etc. So yes, don't find these kind of videos. Go to a sales funnel video and you'll be fine. Absolutely. You'll be absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Cool. All right, let's go to some more. Josephus, I do have one more question for you. Josephus, let's see.
Yes, sir.
Wow. What type of people you know? Like entrepreneurs, what are they?
Oh, I know some entrepreneurs. I know all type of people. Street guys. Entrepreneurs, coaches.
I figured you did. I'm doing something special for you, and I'm doing something special for Miss Brenda. Okay, I'm doing something special for you, doing something special for Miss Brenda. So let's do y'all both back to back, and then I'll jump to you that in a second. So for Josephus, I'm going to gift Josephus all of my, or a huge chunk, maybe 1,000 hours. That's why I asked him how technical is he. Maybe I heard me say that. How technical are you? 1,000 hours of my business, sales, and marketing classes, and they are good. They are evergreen. They are good. Woo! He is going to start a business, sales, and marketing podcast with all my content. Yeah, give me all my content. He's gonna take those 2-hour episodes. He's gonna make them 15 minutes, something like that. Well, that's up to him. Doesn't matter to me. That's up to him. And all he has to do is follow my plan, and his podcast will make $100 a month. I mean, $100 a day alone. That is it. Nothing else. And then maybe he can go to Arcia and get it transcribed and put it in the show notes. Who knows, right? There you go. Y'all clap for him. Ready made, it's easy. Easy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why I asked how technical he was. He's taking all my old content, even though it's evergreen, so he doesn't have to produce it. He doesn't have to do it. He don't have, nope. Got my permission. He's gonna take it, and he's gonna call it something. It doesn't matter. He's gonna call it something, and then he just gonna put it up there 15 minutes, 20 minutes at a time. And if he does 20 minutes at a time, he's gonna post every day, and he will have over 10,000 episodes if you do 20 minutes at a time.
And they're gonna be fired.
Fire.
Every single one of them. That is gonna be great. And the people that you just said need to hear it in the way. Oh, that.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. And there it is. All he got to do is now make sure you go to Red Circle, because if your first 500 downloads lets you monetize. And after that, he just becomes a traffic expert. That's why he's gonna post every day. But we're gonna do it at the right time. We're gonna edit first, because Apple gives you 8 weeks to get on New and Noteworthy. Apple gives you 8 weeks to get on New and Noteworthy. And that 8 weeks, we're gonna post every day. And we'll come up with a clever name. We'll see what it is. Now, Josephus, you're gonna need a hard drive. So here's your overhead. Your overhead, you're not gonna pay. If you pay anything monthly, it'll be $9.99 a month, because you really won't have to advertise. You're gonna pay like $97 for Hero Post, whatever it costs. I think it's $190. Like he's gonna need that, Grace. He's gonna need Hero Post. That's one-time fee though. That just lets you post multiple places at one time. Then he's going to need. He may want to see more insights on Red Circle, and I think that's $9.99 a month. But that's all you need. There's really no real reason for you to advertise unless you desire. If he advertises, he's just going to get there faster. Yeah, hear me? He's just going to get there faster. Money is speed. He'll get there faster. But there's no real need. I didn't build y'all these businesses so you can work hard. That's not the point. That's not what the microbusiness is supposed to do, Jerome. Microbusiness is supposed to say, hey, you do something. Do stop making some money. And that's what the point of a micro business. I'm going out with my friends. Make sure you come back with some money. That's a micro business. Adrian's and Adonia's are different only because they have strong speaker goals. And I mean, let's face it, they're pretty much done with where they are. And I mean that with the most fire that they would say it if they said it themselves. They are done. It's over. I ain't doing it no more. You understand? I ain't doing it no more. So that's where they both are. So I just tied those two together. Good. Miss Brenda. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all clap for Josephus, please.
All right.
Congratulations.
Happy for you.
Miss Brenda probably has the easiest micro business, because we got to get to $100 a day.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Since we talked to her, and she has, she know all them church folk, y'all. She know all them church folk. You understand? All them church folk. And let's play a game. What do churches want the most outside of members and tithes? What else do churches want? Let's see how long it's going to take y'all to say the word I'm looking for. Church is always
tithes and members.
Tithes and members. Okay, so we got those two. Give me another one.
Volunteers.
Okay, money. Oh Lord, have mercy for volunteers, please, Jesus, Lord. Okay, you right about volunteers. My whole right side of my brain just got hurt that fast because it's so hard to get y'all to do stuff around here. But yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. That's that pastor trauma that just came back real quick. I'm so sorry. I'm traumatized.
That's funny, but that's good.
Yeah, I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized for 11 years of doing the same thing. I'm traumatized. I'm sorry. Okay, money. Somebody said money. What kind of money does the church want?
Free?
Free money. And what do we call free money?
Grants?
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
Donations.
Amen.
Revenue.
Donations. Yes. So outside of tithes and offering, what Miss Brenda's gonna do, I'm giving her my whole grant list, how to write the grant and the whole package. And she will now resell it to all those churches and church folk and small businesses at $99 or $50, whatever she want to do. If she do $50, she only need to do 2 a day. That's it. If she do $99, she need to do 1 a day. Y'all hear me? And she gonna do it for every pastor, every lay leader, everybody in the church that got a business. Easy $365,000. That's it. All she got to do is, and here's the deal. Does she need a website? Nope. Can she get one? Sure. I'll build it for her myself. It's not a problem. All she needs is Dropbox and tell them to go click this link. That is it. Y'all hear me? And she finna sell grants to church folk. If that's not giving a bull some meat, a lion, a gazelle, I don't know what is. So congratulations to Miss Brittany. Y'all go ahead and give her a round of applause.
Congratulations.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Who is Adrian Beals? Somebody emailed me. Interested in one-on-one packages. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all this email because her name is just interesting to me. It's just when I see the name Beals Grace, I get for FEMA Connect 2022. What does FEMA Connect? We vet all senior level data. Okay, so I see why I got it because I'm a senior level data analytics. Okay, that makes sense. What's your availability? I would never give you my availability, but thank you though. Fannie Mae. Okay, this is a big deal. All right, let's see. FEMA Connect. This all right. Grace, Google FEMA Connect 2022 for me.
Yes, sir.
And then share it on the screen. I want all these people gonna be there too. Past guests include. All right, that makes sense. All right. She caught my attention, y'all. Her name is Adrian Beals. You know, black folk just see the word bills and catch our attention. Now, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Let me see what that conference is about, Grace. Let's see what that conference is about.
You are a fool.
Let's see what that conference is about. There we go. And I think what I'm gonna do is we're probably gonna stop right there for the day. We'll come back tomorrow. Please note, the older your age, the lesser work you got to do. That's kind of the point. I am. I got some. Wait till y'all hear feeling Susan. Yeah, and just wait till I hear feeling Susan. Right? It's gonna. But the whole point is. That's why I had that questionnaire. That's why I got sent that questionnaire. It's pretty good, right? That questionnaire. Yeah, I'm more than welcome to take that questionnaire. Let me see. What is this? FEMA Connect 2023. Okay, I guess that it is. What kind of FEMA is this? FEMA? What is this?
Well, this FEMA is spelled with an I and instead of the other one with an E.
Well, that one was FEMA with an I too. Don't worry about it. We'll figure this. Send me that link, Grace. Just send me that link so I can look at the agenda. We'll see what it is. All righty, we'll stop right there for the day. I have left these names. Please let me know if your name was missed out. Fill in Susan, Jerome Red, Melissa, Ken Johnson, Senior Josephus, Renee, and then we got Rochelle Wynn, Frida, Aaron, Ayo, and Tanisha, right?
Right.
And let me do one more. Let me see what I do. Let me put one more in. Let me put one more in the game. One more in the game. Tanisha with the pretty hair. How technical are you?
Yes.
You
Very.
I figured it. I figured it was. Are you? You know how to do graphics? Do you know how to do? Like, tell me if I needed. If I said, hey, I need some. If you wanted to offer me some help, where would that help go to?
Like administrative work.
Oh, good.
Not too much with the graphics though.
But administrative.
Like if you show me how to do it, then I'll be able to do it. Catch on real quick.
Gotcha. Administrative. Ugh. Yeah. Gotcha. Administrative. I'm sorry. That's just I so appreciate admins because it's the last thing I want to do ever. You see how long this girl's computer been sitting here, and this is just.
I'll come get it today, sir.
Oh, hallelujah!
I gotta come down there, so I'll bring it. I'll bring
Okay.
it. Yes, that'll remember me bring it. All right. So let's see. Tanisha, administrative assistant. Okay, I'm gonna come back to you, Tanisha. Let me write that down for you though. Deanna, can you put administrative assistant? Administrative skills next to her name for me on the shared note. I'm gonna come back to that. What I built, what I was about to assign her doesn't serve her too well. Okay, well, it does serve you well. The goal is to give you what works, but also give you something that works where it doesn't feel like work. Does that make sense to you? All right. Ken Johnson was pretty easy. It was too easy. So we'll do Ken Johnson here next. Ken Johnson, I don't know why he's not doing it, but I didn't hear my name. Yes, I'm oh, you didn't hear your name? Okay, let me see. Maybe can you add? Okay. Deanna, get with Miss Janice, please, because she's not on this list. Maybe I skipped it. I'm not sure, but I have you handle that down. Okie dokie. Ken Johnson, his company was too easy. I really felt guilty giving it to him. It's the eBay company. It makes sense. He's got too much stuff to sell. And here's the deal, Grace. Too easy. You ready? Ken Johnson gonna do an eBay company. Not a problem. I elected not to do drop shipping, maybe drop shipping later, because he's got too much to sell. And since Grace, you already working with both him and me, and he don't mind going to the post office. Everybody going to the post office, but me though. Everybody going to the post office, but me. I ain't going to the post office. Everybody going to the post office until humor consultants go in there and teach them customer service. I'm not going in the post office. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. So put eBay next to Ken. Ken should probably make $150, $200 a day. Easy for him. Not going to be a problem at all. Not going to be a problem. And of course, Grace, Deanna, and myself, y'all will help me set that up. Yes, that's the goal. The goal is to, like, if you can go to, let me show you our.
Sir, did you
Jerome,
say
I didn't know he was talking about my dice game.
What'd you say, Grace?
Did you give Tanisha her business?
No. I skipped it.
Okay.
Because I was going to underserve her.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't want to do that, but I was going to underserve her, and that's not what I decided to do. Remember, for one, this is with Jerome and Adonia. They count on my ego. You hear me? Because they know my ego ain't gonna let me fail, so they count on that. You understand? They count on my ego. You know, they use it to their advantage. They count on my ego. They count on my ego for sure. And I'm not finna give her something. Oh Lord. What's these eBay secret questions, y'all? Lord, that is too many. It's too administrative. Ugh. Pick your secret questions. Let me see. Remind me later. Can I skip this? See, I see how much I hate administrative work. Man, Antonio, you shouldn't say hate. Well, I do. I absolutely hate it. Yeah, I don't know. How do I, Grace? How do I get to? Hold on, y'all. Am I even signed into the right one, Grace?
With eBay?
Oh, this says 0. Is this the right one? What is this?
Okay, yeah. So if you, what are you looking for?
I don't know. Homepage.
Click on sell.
What the hell am I looking for? It's too administrative.
Okay, click on sell.
My job is to bring in the moolah.
Okay, so there's, we see under Sellers Hub. This is where I always go to find the orders and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Well, they need to let me design a site. Okay, dokie. So what we all right, $292 past 31 days, not too bad. What we need to do, wait. We need to go get more of these.
Yes,
are we sending? It's okay if we haven't sent that message due to it failed through the cracks. I just need the data. Have we sent that message asking for the review to everybody?
Yes.
All right, well, that's just part of the process.
Now, my question is, do you want me to go back maybe after a few days if they still haven't and ask, hey?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Does Coca-Cola advertise to you one time in your life?
No.
Okay, then. Well, you understand how we want to roll.
Yes, sir.
You hear me? You understand how we want to roll. We want everybody's stuff. We want everybody's stuff. Good. I want all that. Good stuff. And then 11 unread messages. What's this about?
Oh, it's telling you, when they paid you and all that kind of stuff.
All right. Okay, cool. So that works too. As long as it ain't customer messages. Good. I think I can squeeze in one more. Administrative, huh, Tanisha? Okay. Tanisha, get back on the mic real quick. Get back on the mic. Get back on the mic real quick. Come on here. And what your hair look like this morning? What kind of hairstyle you got?
I got it straightened out.
Oh, okay. Got it straightened out. Good. All right. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions real quick. They're gonna sound weird, but just trust my process real quick. Gifts and talents. I'm gonna split them apart. Gifts are, let's just call them things that let's call them. Actually, let me switch out the whole process. Let me get to nothing. What are your God-given talents? You don't have to think about them, and you can do them all day, even if you're not getting paid. What are these things?
Well, I'm athletic, so
Oh, that's why I don't have. That's why. Okay, Deanna, tell me I ain't got your questionnaire yet. That's why I'm stuck on her. Okay, all right then. Okay, got you. All right then. So what we do? Don't worry about it, Tanisha. When I get your questionnaire, it's gonna make my life a whole lot easier. That's why I gave y'all these questionnaires. I was wondering why I'm stumbling with her because I don't have a questionnaire because it's last day. Got it. All right, this is my fault because I'm just looking at my list and I'm kind of going randomly. This is my fault. Don't worry about it. Okay, good. So don't worry about it. When I get your questionnaire, we're gonna be good to go. Our questionnaire is super important for me. It's super important because what it's allowing me to do is it's allowing me to be fair to you and your gifts and talents. Okay, Otis, come here real quick. I think we got enough people on the call.
I'm here.
All right, Otis, tell us about. I want to support Otis and Neotech. Tell us about Otis. Don't tell us all about it, Otis, because they're gonna say no. Just tell us. Yeah, you gotta get it. You gotta do 100% information for them to say yes, right?
Right.
But tell us about Neotech.
Yes. So it's a company that it has three legs. One of the legs of it is compounding, and it has nothing to do with the other two legs. And the part that I want to discuss is the compounding part. And what it is they compound your money. They were founded in June of 2019, and every week they have shown profits of and a percent, but they average about 3% a week. Some days a little bit, some weeks a little bit more, some weeks a little bit less. And what they do is traders in the market, Bitcoin traders, which trade 7 days a week, and Forex traders, which trade 5 days a week, trade your money and they pay out every week. And what you do is reinvest your earnings, and that's the compounding part. And to everyone on the line, if you would like to know more information, I'll throw my number in there in the chat, and feel free to reach out and say, I would like more information on it. But compounding, if everyone, I don't know, you may or may not have heard of that penny. If you double it every day for 30 days, how much you would get, or $1 million now. And little things done over a period of time is compounding it, and it gives results. So that's the little bit I'm going to share.
And that's what we're focused on. No, that's exactly what we're focused on. And part of this group economics, he came to me and was like, hey, basically, now, of course, never invest what you can't afford. Please. So invest $5 if you can. But it's in Bitcoin, okay? It's in Bitcoin. And I want you all to remember that, because it is something that I want you all to do, not necessarily crypto or Bitcoin, but it is the investing in compound interest. Is that fair? So it fits right in alignment, because I need to prepare y'all for September 30th. The reason why we're doing the apartment complex on September 30th, because my fiscal year ends. The company's fiscal year ends September 30th. It wasn't a random number. It's the last day of the year. And for tax purposes, I figured that's what I'll do. It's the last day of the year fiscally for us. My goal is to have you all great. And it's very important to me to have you all great, because it's a lot easier to work with people who aren't starving. Amen. Amen myself on that one. Just saying. It's a lot easier. Alrighty.
I like that. I got to remember that.
No, real talk.
That's real good.
Yeah. Real talk. I have another podcast in mind for somebody. And let's see. Hold on real quick. Let me send this to Dan. Is this who you were telling me? Who is this? Is that because your message was unclear? You took me at the end of the story. Just put it privately. Just put it privately. Okay. Quickly though, because there you go. 2 hands. And no. You who is this? Y'all excuse the awkward silence. Oh, okay. Got you. Well, thank you. I need that help. All right. Need that help. Send a message to Grace what I told you to do. Okay, outstanding. Is it too late to get in? Somebody asks, is it too late to get into MicroBusiness? It's not, because it's no skin off my back, to be honest with you, because I'm going to train you. I'm going to do a lot of group training. Like, this is okay. I'm glad you asked this question. I only have one real condition. And that's for you not to be a bad person. That's the only real condition I have. Because it takes a while to get to $100 a day. It's not going to take that long. But as long as you are going to work with me, because all of you are going to have to become traffic experts. And that's going to depend on your level of commitment. I want to make you a traffic expert. That doesn't mean that you have to learn all the computers and stuff. It means you have to find your congregation. Luckily for me, I'm only picking stuff that I have confidence that we can go find a customer base. That's why every idea you heard, everybody's like, man, I wish I had that one. Yeah, because I spent like 2 weeks thinking about these things. I didn't Google and come off the hip with these things. I spent some time. It's also why I haven't done Feeling Susie yet today, which would have been my obvious first choice. But I have to consider a lot of things. I have to consider their Monday and Tuesday call. Well, they don't have Tuesday call no more. No, their Monday and Tuesday call, plus their support with Vastine on Wednesday. I have to consider their age. I have to consider Florida in itself. I have to consider that Susan has done well enough for another company and deserves that return on the energy. I have to consider Phil's sales technique, but also the fact that at this point, if I was Phil, I'd be like, I don't want to do none of that, right? Just all of that going on, and I have to combine all that into one thing that, not that they can technically do technical, but one thing that adds value to their daily lives and doesn't become a burden to their daily lives. So that's why I had to fill out that questionnaire, because all those things are in consideration. And then from that, I then pick this thing. This is why I said stay out my way. It wasn't that I didn't think you. No, it was. I'm lying. I didn't just think you can do it the way I can do it. So I want you to stay out my way. I just wanted you to stay out my way. This is talking about you as in y'all. Because I'm objective. I'm not emotional about this. Picking a transcription company for Arshia is a completely non-emotional thing. I'm like a robot just picking these things. I'm completely non-emotional. So if you are a good person that will allow me to non-emotionally do that, and then let me train you, help you, then yes, you can still get a micro business. If not, please, for the love of God, just pass the opportunity, just please, because I don't feel like somebody leaving because they got mad at me, right? I don't feel like being burnt. You understand what I'm saying? I don't feel like that. I know I'm gonna give you my best effort. I just need the right people. We all should be old enough to know when you give your best effort to the wrong people, it always bites you in the behind. Amen.
You better say that thing.
Okay, all right.
You better say it and say it loud. I'm telling you.
Okay. I just don't want that. I've tried it before. I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. And my vibration is clearly avoiding that. So I'm grateful. But I did want to say that. So yes, if you want, there's no skin off my back. I still got to work every day. And I could take up to 50 people because I could just put you all in a group and ask questions. This is not a problem. I don't intend to do only that, but it's not a problem. It doesn't add to my day because I could take these morning calls and just dedicate it to that. It's not a problem whatsoever. It's just, are you a good person like Susan? And that's it. That's my real concern. Because now I got to tell Arshia, hey, do this. And Arshia has to go, okay. Because what most people do, and I was talking to somebody yesterday that was doing this. I don't know why y'all are so smart. People are a problem. I was talking to somebody yesterday. I was like, do this. No, but I think I'm gonna do it. Well, you know what? Okay, go and do that then. And it's not gonna work. It's not going to work, but I can't tell you it's not gonna work. I just tell you, okay, well, let's see how it goes. So you can come back and be like, that didn't work. I know it didn't work, but you just wasted 3 weeks. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I have
in the chat who it is.
No, that's cool. No, that's cool. That's cool. Just it is. Everybody on this call is a good person. But I'm stressing to you what is important to me. Because
you just described the life of a parent.
Just say it.
Well, you got to remember. I mean, we're talking about $500 for $100 a day. Like, I'm not making. If I'm making money off this, it ain't worth it. It's not. I'm putting in way more hours than it's not. It's not worth it. It's not. It's $5 for $1. It's a brainless investment. Of course, you're going to do that. It's more of I'm taking the. Well, I'm not doing y'all favors either. My goal is to strengthen this. Do you know how great we would be if y'all was to listen and I was to be submissive, and then I get 36 squares to $100 a day? You know how great this community would be. You know how many things we can do together? That's my chance that I'm taking. But if I'm going
That's that my.
Oh yeah,
My.
No doubt. Someone just asked they would like a micro business, but if they're going back to blank, do you think it could be done? Yes. What you'll do, if you think you're too busy for a micro business, you're not. I just have to. Now, this isn't me convincing you. I'm not selling this, y'all. You understand? My agenda is to have 30 people with $365,000 a year so I can go buy bigger apartment complexes. That's my agenda. If you want, what is he getting out of it? I'm thinking real estate. I'm thinking being credit partner. And I'm thinking y'all put y'all cash together. I'll do 80%, y'all do 20%. This is what I'm thinking. Is this fair? All right. So that's what I get out of it. So you don't have to wonder what my secret agenda is. It's open. I want a strong community to go get $15.7 million apartment complexes and businesses or whatever that may be. That's it. That's all I want. If you think that you're too busy for a micro business, you're not. You just got to pick the right micro business. This is my problem. This is not my problem. This is my challenge with Phil and Susan. Then it's not that they're busy. They are in their light. And I can't add something to them that takes away that light. There's karma associated with that. You get it. Now, if they were 30 years old, fine, I wouldn't care. But not at 70. No. That's not. No, you don't do that. You don't do that in your 70s. That's not something you do. If they were 30, I wouldn't care one bit. But they're in their twilight years of having their shoes off all day and doing stuff. Who knows what? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm 70. I just know it's going to be too much. And I'm not going to care about none of your opinions. Now, those two things I do know. I do know those two things. So I do want to make sure that there. So yes, you can have a micro business. It just means that I need to, for someone that's going to be busy going back to a work that's on demand, and you can't have an Adonia micro business. See, Adonia doesn't want to stop working. Adonia wants to stop working for other people. She's ready to put that same energy on herself. Same with Adrian. Adrian is ready to get her prestige. She got her past. Now she wants her prestige as equal or double to the amount as people say her past is. That's why they're too.
Amen on that one. Amen on that. Right. Amen on that. But I know I'm out your way. And
I know you're good. You're good. You're good.
No, I was just thinking, because if it's going to be about that, there's got to be a kid aspect to it too.
Fair enough. I can do that. That's no problem.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm so glad you said that, because now that I've assigned y'all micro business, you can make any change you want and we can put it in there. I built the foundation. And then that's the whole point of us getting together one-on-one and in the group. So I'm glad you said that, because I left it out. So I do apologize, but I'm glad you said that. Yes, the more it is in tune to you, the more you're going to make $100 a day. Like, think about it, it's 30 people in this car right now. That's 30 crying testimonies. Oh my God, Antonio. I know what to do with 30 people crying in my name. I know how to sell that. You hear me? If I can't do nothing else, Jerome, I will put Jerome, tell them about how your life changed in 2022. Listen, folk, right? And Jerome was going to go off, and I'm going to go ahead and just save that and that's going to be a commercial, a webinar. Do you understand? It's going to be on the sales.
That means Adrian Bills. That means Adrian Bills was that lady that sent that email. That was just a God saying permission. Bills.
That's it. That's it for sure. So yeah, I got y'all for sure. Go ahead, Jerome.
No, to kind of sum up what Antonio was talking about, in last year in 2021 around March, I was ready to release my books, my poetry. I was fired up, and things didn't work out the way I had planned it. But 6 months later, when I reviewed it, I had that aha moment that helped me realize if I would have released it and did everything at the time that I thought I was going to do it, I would have lost money.
Yeah.
That's the thing that got me. And then I realized that the stuff that Antonio was teaching me and sharing, I implemented that with what I had, and I went, and it was and back up and pay it to keep working. And I've been working behind the scenes, but to pay attention. And the more I saw, the more my mind went, because I went from doing something external that Antonio had said to making it internal. I said, why read somebody else's book when I got 4 of my own books and I can read them and encourage people to buy them so that they can read with me and sell more books? Damn. And then after when I'm reading the book, so I can make my, I said, and all of this stuff kept coming. And then Antonio said, oh, by the way, and then you can do this, and then you can do that, and then you can do that. And all of those were streams of income from one thing. And I went, oh my God, if I would have did it Jerome's way, I would have lost money. I would have made money, but I would have lost money. So the one thing that I say to you guys as Antonio is telling us what's going on with the micro businesses, if you want to add, if you want to change, make sure you learn what he's trying to tell you first before you start changing everything. Because I learned this in the military. Before you can change the game, you gotta learn the rules.
Right.
Before you can change the game, you got to learn. Antonio knows the rules. And if we listen to the rules, then we can do what we need to do. We can change it any kind of way we want. But until we're making that $100 a day, we need to listen to Antonio. Now, sure, he'll pain in the ass. We know that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's not the point.
Oh,
The point is, he know how to make money. And guess what, folks? I ain't here to impress him. I'm here to get mine. Because he's my birthright. And I want it. And I'm hungry.
That's good.
That's what happened last year, folks. So right now, I'm patient. Now, he getting on my damn nerves like last year. Like, playing games. I'm like, last year, like, what the hell you doing? Where's my damn microphone? But I'm sitting here with my mouth shut.
I was saying it, but I was trying to stay quiet, stay out of his way.
Yeah, she had texted me like 5 times. And finally, she stopped. It's
my time to get it. And then I'm going to listen to him and listen to me. I ain't going to like everything he tell me. I'm going to tell him that to his face now. But I'm going to do it. Why? Because all I got to do is look at his harvest and look at my harvest. And I want my harvest to be up there with Antonio's harvest. Hello.
You better preach, Mr. Jerome.
Yeah. And if I haven't got to you yet, it's 1 or 2 things. What I'm gonna get to you tomorrow. Don't worry, I'll get to you the next day. Like, this is the week of assigning micro businesses. Like, there's no more wait. It's 2 things. It's 1 or 2 things happening. I just ran out of time. Or your age and your questionnaire has created me a challenge. Not that I can't do it. I'm building something like Tanisha. I'm building something that, like, if Phil and Susan's case, I got it done. I'm just not confident in saying it today. I just want to run some more tests today. You understand what I'm saying? I just want to run some more tests just to make sure, okay. My dad just called Deanna. I just want to make sure that I'm doing right by y'all. This is very important. And Phil, Susan, Jerome, Grace, they've been around here long. And you got it. We're gonna do it again tomorrow too. Otis, we're gonna do it again tomorrow too. The idea, they've seen me get burnt trying to help people. You have no idea, y'all. You just have no idea. And I'm not really worried about that. My vibration doesn't sit there anymore. But I'm more worried about making sure. I'm worried about two things: making sure that I don't violate the light of feeling Susan by adding something to them. Because when you're talking about $365,000 a year, that is a salary. That's a good one. You know what I'm saying? And then you just add another one and then build another one. Now you got 200. Now you got 700. And no, 365. Now you got 830,000 a year, right? You know what I'm saying? You got that going on. And et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So the second thing I'm worried about is keeping my current vibration. What I've been doing here lately is only attracting people who want to change the world. And those are different people. I've just learned. No, that's not it. I guess I'm talking to Adonia, really, and people like Adonia and Tracy. Which, by the way, Grace, get with Tracy. She just messaged me. She wants the same thing Adonia got, just on a different end. Just on a different, because they don't have the same audience.
Okay.
She likes that, which makes sense because she's ready to leave something. She's ready to leave teaching and go do it. So that makes total sense that she would have been attracted to the Adonia thing. Makes total sense. So get with her. I'm gonna just say this, and this is from my heart. This might be from my soul, my light. I know I'm talking to Adonia for sure. I just reached a point in life to where I recognize I can't save everybody, even though I want to, and I do. I recognize that if I don't stop trying to save this person, the person who is supposed to save them can't come in.
One more time.
I feel you.
Say it one more time. Jesus Christ.
If I don't stop trying to save this person, the person who's supposed to save them can't come in. It has been the hardest lesson that I've had to learn in 2021. I genuinely walked away from it in 2022 and almost went back. Antoine, I almost went back. I felt bad. You hear me? I can't do it anymore.
You just brought tears to my eyes. You just hit my heart. That's exactly how I feel, Antonio. Yes. I can't fix people that don't want to be fixed. Oh my Lord.
And
that's why I had to hear it again, Adonia. Yes. I had to hear it again because I promise you, the job that I have is so much weight and it's so interesting. If it had not been for this team, I would not be coming out. I would not know how to service not them, but me.
Right.
To get me out from underneath that so that I can, let them be saved.
Right.
Okay.
Right. No. That's it. And somebody said, 9 to 5, and I can't afford to quit my job, but I purchased a MicroBusiness. Listen, y'all. I think we're all smart enough. I don't mean in social intelligence, but I think we all are aware enough to know $500 for $365,000 is a sweet deal. Also, I've told you I'm not leaving you until you make your first $100 in a day. After that, here's the process. I will stick with you until you make $100. Then what I'm going to do is you're going to make $100 in one day. I'm not leaving then. I'm going to say, okay, Antoine, do it again. This time, do it faster. When you do it again, I'm going to say, okay, one more time, do it. This time, I'm not going to say nothing. And when you can do it without me saying anything, my fulfillment with you is done. It is done. I'm not staying at $365,000. I'm staying until I know, we mutually agree you feel comfortable enough making $100 a day. And let me tell y'all something. Once you make $100 a day, you can never unlearn that skill. Any one of you making $100 a day have the full authority to go into a room full of 100 people and sell 21 somethings for $999, and you will walk away with $20,000 every time you do a keynote, even if that's a free keynote. Because people who make $100 a day, they have a different walk about them. They have a different knowledge. Their vibration is different. This is not these. You can see these people. It's when I've been told, when I walk into a room, you know I'm in the room. I'm not fronting. My shoulders just have a different angle about them, Tracy. You know, I had the fortitude to go into another man's conference and say, "Hey, I saw you earlier, Jerome. How can I help you?" The fortitude of such a thing doesn't make sense. But when you make $100 a day, I promise you, that's $100 a day of confidence too. And you never forget this skill. Because all you do, Antoine, is you just start another company. Now you do it twice. This is why I don't draw salary. I just do this here. This is what I do. I promise you. This is all you have to do. I promise you. Now I got something for somebody, but I'm not sure who to give it to. So Tracy, you're gonna get with Grace. So Grace, you're gonna give it to Tracy. So we got you handled. That's no problem. And then somebody, I think Grace, you got to get with Janice. We got that handled. I've got these two things, and I can't. There's something in my spirit, Adrian, that just won't let me let this. I've got a social media assistant, which I'll explain, and I have another podcast, which I'll explain, and I have a video editor, which I'll explain. They've got business models behind them, and they're fantastic. The one that's tugging at my heartstrings right now, I don't want to say it. Assuming you're on this list, I need to see something real quick, and then this is where we're going to end. Just follow my weirdness right now. If you can't take another loss, I mean, you know what? Don't worry about it. Freedom. Come here. Unmute your mic. I was finna say it, but what'd you say, Jerome? The Holy Spirit said,
Yes, sir.
Okay, freedom. I have something for you. It is not a challenge. It is easy. But it is going to push you. But I know you're supposed to do it. I know it.
I don't mind being pushed, sir.
All right. You're going to start a podcast in your zip code.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you're only going to interview people in your zip code.
Okay.
It is important that this podcast is a video podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. From there, you are going to bust Arshia, if you unmute your mic real quick. Mm-hmm. Arshia went to a whole network. Look, she went to a whole networking event and said she's this and she works with this. Go ahead.
I'm an investor. I'm an investor.
I went to this professional medical network mixer, and I was like, hey, my degree, it's gonna work for me. Okay, it's gonna work for me. So I told them, because the lady was like, are you a nurse? Are you a nurse practitioner? Are you a doctor? I say, no, I'm an investor. And I work with a billionaire. And he has a company that and we might be scouted, because she got on the mic, hey, don't forget about this investor over here. She's scouting out for businesses. And I was like, damn. That's so good. So I started doing follow-ups yesterday. I started doing follow-ups because I seen a lady leave that place and go to a game, a basketball game.
That's so
And
good.
she was taking pictures with Slim Thug and 50 Cent. Like, I'm a damn investor today.
That's so good. That is so
But when I
good.
got home, I was like, I gotta get my shit
Yeah. What? But you are investing with me, and you have.
Yeah.
Frida, you too. You too. Okay. Thank you so much, Frida. This is very
Yes, sir.
important. You're gonna do a podcast in your zip code. In fact, you can make it your county because your county will be bigger than your zip code. Podcast in your county. It's very important. You are an investor, and your millionaire, billionaire mentor is looking for businesses to buy and partner in your county because his matrices say so, which they do. I got 6 VIPs in your county. So I'm really telling the truth.
That's right. That's right. Yes, sir.
And then you're going to only do people, and I'm gonna let you choose. My thought process would be businesses in your county and have them standing out. But it's very important. It's very important for you to do video. It's very important for you to do video. And the reason why I'm telling you to do video, make sure I write. Grace can't write this down for me, Grace. So in that shared note, oh, you got extra note? Okay. Not Grace can't write. Now I can't write it down. She's on the phone. My dad is in prison. He calls from prison, so she's got 30 minutes. So it's important. You are going to do it just in that county. It has to be video because people like to be seen, and we're going to play against that. And they want you to come to their business. You hear me? They want you to come to their business and highlight them. And here's the deal. I won't even make you build an audience. You will share. I'll make a whole movement around you. It'll go on my page. And then it'll go on my podcast. And when the audience gets big enough, you can just rotate it to both ends. But I won't even make you build an audience. If I make you build an audience, this is a 3-year process. If I let you use my audience, we can start monetizing you by December.
Awesome.
Cool. That's what I want you to do. So your overhead is gonna be a little bit different. You're gonna about to have $1,000 worth of overhead one-time fee though. I'm gonna have to buy you some equipment, and I'm gonna have to fly out to you a few times. You're gonna need a camera, and it needs to look like a camera. It needs to be one of the ones you put on your shoulder. Yeah. Because we're talking about perception. You understand? So you need to get your wardrobe like you work in a courthouse.
I can do that.
Right. And we need 2 microphones. Let's start you off with 2 microphones. Let's get 3 microphones, one for you. And then I'm gonna assume it's gonna be like partners. It's gonna be Tracy and her mom, Tracy and her boyfriend, Tracy and her girlfriend. I have no idea. It's 2022, so it's a different world. But you get what I'm saying, right? It's gonna be something like that.
Yeah.
And I need both of them mic'd up plus you. Cool. Those mics gonna be $150 a piece. So that's 150 times 3. That's 450 right there. Your camera is going to be $1,000, and then so you're looking at about $2,000 of. let's cap you off at $3,000. No worries. We'll help you crowdfund.
Awesome.
All right, we'll help you crowd. I hope you're writing all this down, Grace, because that's why I was trying to end a call, but God kept tugging at me, to do this. I didn't know who I wanted to give this to, but I knew it was important. And I
turned on my camera just in time.
And then I knew right then, I said to myself, but this person has to want, the person qualified for this has to have that heart of, I've lost too much. Because when you go to these businesses, you got to come with that heart of, I just don't want you to lose no more.
That's it.
And what's going to happen when you have that heart, I promise you, when you interview a Phil is going to say, hey, I know Margaret. And you won't have to look for guests. They will give you their own guests. I promise you. But you guys got to be the right person. It can't be somebody looking to make money. It has to be somebody genuinely have been broken. There's a Christian phrase for this: gracefully broken.
Yes.
It has to be somebody gracefully broken, because let me end with this here. God has enough arrogant preachers and teachers. There's a whole bunch of them out there. We don't need no more. You hear me? Is that all right? Was that too much, Tracy? I feel like I'm on point though. I could be too much, but I feel like where's Miss Brenda? Because she'll back me up. I feel like it's too many of them. We need more approachable teachers of the narrative. People like Susan who just make you feel like you're welcome. I don't know how the hell Susan do it. I don't get it. It's never going to be my gift. It's why it's on Susan and not me. I have no idea how her and Deanna just can sit in a room and people feel like, oh my God, I've been knowing you my whole life. Can I call you mom? Right? It's something about them. I don't know where it comes from. Got nothing to do with that. And that kind of person needs to go out to these businesses. You will get fame. You will get glory. I promise you. I've done this once before to Tanya Griffin. She now has a contract with the city. So I know where this goes. They trying to get her to run for mayor right now. I know where this goes. You understand? Because when you build an audience bigger than your local television companies, you got the power. And I know exactly how to do it. Anyway, that's it. That's all I want to say. I'll get to the rest of you tomorrow. I don't want to hold up you anymore. If I don't get to you tomorrow, then I'll get to you Wednesday. But
Thank you.
No, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. You're very, very. Let me end John with this or these three. Oh, go ahead, Phil. I'm sorry, please.
Tonight, our featured speaker, drum roll, Sweet Melissa.
All right, that's it. Yes, Melissa. We saw her clean up in Vegas. Zsa Zsa Gabor came downstairs, y'all. I'm just saying, she cleaned up real nice. Cause I got to put on my work clothes. I didn't know it was a formal gown. I didn't know it was a formal gown.
It was just a cocktail dress
that you rocked.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let's end this with this here. And this is because here's my agenda, here's my goal. My hope, I recognize two things about my light. Ministry, light, whatever that may be. I've recognized two things about it. I've recognized one, that I serve as, it's like 30-70. For 70% of the people who will meet me, I am a boot camp, a drill instructor, in which you come to me, throw away what you had, come back, and you leave me better than you came, and you never need a mentor again. And I understand. So I fully know that the way my personality is set up, the way I say steal from me, the way I say don't give me credit, that servant, that Jesus Christ behavior that I have, 7 to 9 people are going to be better and never come back. That ain't your job. I get this. I got no problem with this, Tanisha. I got no problem with this. I have a feeling that this group is the one leopard that came back. I have a feeling. Right? I have a feeling. It's
Watch
just,
it.
I'm trying to hold my mule. Okay, I'm trying to hold my mule. But I have a feeling that this is the case. So, in that spirit, my strong desires for every one of you here, listen to me and on YouTube, because there's some Spirit has shown me there's some folk on YouTube that's about to come. And then they've been sneaking on YouTube, and they feel like family. You know, they feel like family, and they about to come. Tracy, oh my God, I've been seeing you. Right? They feel like family. I believe every last one of us should do two things. I believe, and I'm going to do this. I'm already doing this for Melissa, and I'm doing it for Phil and Susan. They don't know it yet, but that's my problem with Phil and Susan is I can't fix their credit because their credit already fixed. So what I've done is they don't know it, but I'm going to tell them now. I'm in the process of buying a few businesses. I've got what email was that in? Now, if I had time, I'll look for the email. Oh, I got it. Right here, share my screen. So right here, you can see NDA for growing Silicon Valley, non-disclosure agreement for this, another non-disclosure agreement, right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all see it, you see it here. All these non-disclosure agreements for these particular companies. I just wanted to show you, like, I'm not playing. And what I want to do is, in order for me to fulfill my promise, but for me, when I say fulfill, I mean overflow with Phil and Susan, is I'm going to put their money into a business I'm buying, except for it's going to be mostly my money. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like 90-10, 90% my money, 10% theirs, or 95% of my money, 5% theirs. But they're going to give back 100% of the ROI, right? And by then, my karma will be clean. And when they making $20,000 a month for no reason, they gonna have no problem, no problem at all. So I'm doing that right now, for sure. I'm doing that right now, and I'm also doing the same thing for Melissa. Same thing. So as we end, my heart tells me to tell y'all, I don't want you to be here to learn anymore. I want you to be here to invest in unearned residual income. I put the unearned in there on purpose this time because I want you to think a particular way. I want you to think residual, that you did earn it. But I also want you to know that abundance is your birthright and you don't earn that. You do not earn that. Just for this particular case. I'll go back to residual income, but this particular case fits my talk right now. So let us all take the challenge of getting to $365,000 a year. And then you take $265,000 of that and you invest it. You only need $100,000 right now. You can relax. You'll be okay. You'll do fine with $100,000. Not Monica. Monica need $100,000 just to be broke. So she's different. Not Monica. But the rest of y'all, you'll be okay. Okay, you would be okay. No, seriously, Monica actually needs like $300,000 just to be broke. She's $300,000 just to be broke. She's got $1 million in real estate. So she's got a whole different problem. She's got a whole different problem. But that's the goal. That's what I want you all to do. Please, if I'm right, and I'm pretty sure I am, y'all are going to stick around for a while. And I don't want you around as students. I want you around as partners.
Antonio?
Yes, sir.
We are going to take ATS into the metaverse. I'm telling you that right now. We are going to do that. Hello. As partners. Okay? Telling you that right now.
I feel like the Lord told me to shut up. And let that be the last words. We'll see you all tonight at 7 p.m. at 7 p.m. Central for Melissa. And then is it film school today, Grace? All right, film school.
I was gonna ask if you were having it.
Well, I gotta go down and no. We'll have it. It's like 10:30.
Yes.
Yes, we will have film school. It'll be short though, because I want to press a point. It'll be short. So we'll have film school at 10:30. And you all be great. Jerome, say it again. Say it again so it can be the last words.
This group is going to take ATS into the metaverse. Period. Got it? Done.
Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you, everybody. We love you.
Love you more.
Love you more.
Love you more.
All right, everybody. Y'all have a good